Hi guys, and welcome to this amazing tutorial on video editing in Photoshop. So today I will be showing how some really very amazing tricks in Photoshop. And video editing in Photoshop is not that professional and that advanced that you need for your professional works. But if you work in Photoshop, if you like Photoshop, the amazing thing is that stuff and the skills and the tricks you know about Photoshop or image, you can apply it for a video. So lately I've been discovering what's new in Photoshop 6 for video, and there are really very amazing tricks like animation, layering, the new timeline, and cropping, and etc. It's all amazing. So I've prepared here a tutorial, and first, to see what I'm talking about, have a look at this video. Yes, you see, so this whole scene is been so really amazing, completed and compiled and rendered all in Photoshop. So what I did, so I'm not a video professional or animation, but I'm very good in Photoshop, and I like Photoshop. So, and I heard in Photoshop has give this opportunity for me to do this stuff for not only making slideshows, but also for making very exciting and very powerful this video scenes. So let's get started and see how all this stuff started. So here you see I have a group of layers. I don't want to add layer groups, etc. So this, you can see that this video is a little intermediate. You can go back and watch an initial or introduction to video tools in Photoshop. So let's get started. So first, before I created the scene, so I need a background image. So I've got this street, damaged street. So I removed those people. I removed people from here. Then I created this dark horror bluish theme. So then I added the audio and the video. But the most important and most powerful is how did I blend this video in this background and mask it. So first thing I did, so I will select all the stuff, copy, merged, and then I will go to, okay, I will close this. I'll leave it because working in Photoshop with video, it really makes it slow. It's not professional, as I said, as other special programs for video. I go to File and choose New, or I can browse my video. So, and I choose Film and Video. Then I choose a preset 700, maybe this one, HDTV 720p. Okay, so this is an HD video mainly for YouTube and other for uploading to the internet. Okay, so, and it already give me those 3D guides that help me for the safe area, etc. So now I paste what I've copied. Okay, now I'm going to transform it to resize it to my canvas. Okay, so even though it's okay, even though I have stretched the image, it's okay. I can drop this one. I don't need this because I will have layers. So this is my timeline. Create my video timeline and erase this background. Good. So now I also needed to add the they are too bright. I wanted to darken them a little, so I add a piece of texture. I lowered down the opacity a little and make it something perspective. It goes with the wall. Okay, and down and choose multiply. So if you have a hard edge, you can add a mask to make it to fit the rest. Next, now I've prepared my background. Now I need to add my footage. So I have here our footage for a slag. So I just click and drag it to my canvas. Okay, and so when I go back to my timeline, I play. It's a very slow slag. Okay, it's a very short, but it's very interesting, those tricks. Maybe my timeline is too big, so I zoom in a little. I zoom out, sorry. Then I stretch my my image backgrounds to fit the footage. Next, so now what the challenge is? The challenge is how I'm going to stretch, or how I'm going to blend this creature or this footage inside this background, especially, and this is a footage, this is an animated motion, which is not going to be to select the white, use and mask it, so it needs a lot of work. So there are two ways. The difficult one is with the new animation tools in Photoshop. You can animate, for example, you add a vector mask and you animate it, okay, and you animate that mask. So in each frame you move those anchors to fit the objects. And this is the hard. It needs a lot of work. The next is to use a trick that you can, or most of you I believe you does, is this blend F. Okay, so first you double click on this layer and this layer styles panel shows up. Then we're not going to add the layer style or anything, but we are going to blend this color, especially we have the a white or a black or background, or even it means gray or red or blue. So we keep it with gray, and I drag this handle down until I've reached the edge of the creature here, for example. Now I hold Alt and divide this and smooth it a little bit. Okay, then I hit OK. So this is, I have just removed the background very easily without having to animating and adding any masks. Okay, so next I have to position my object so it starts here. It's going as if it is going out from this street coming there. So once I need to add a mask, a layer mask for this wall. So now I can take my pen tool or just add a mask and take a brush or let's take the pen tool better, add I can't see it well because it's too dark, so I go only with a brush. Opacity right 100%, and I choose a black. I click to inverse the color to black, and I paint over the object. Maybe I increase the hardness. Maybe I zoom a little smaller. Smaller brush, and that is just to quickly to show how things work. Okay, so when I play now, okay, it looks as if really the slug is going out from that street. Good. So next I want to duplicate this layer, okay, and change the blend mode to multiply. So, and here another challenge is how I'm going to add a glow to this object. So how can I add this glow, as it's because obviously this monster slug is lightened in this dark horror night. So if I go to layer style and I add an outer glow okay, and so it's going to be added to that frame or to the whole footage, okay, the outside outline. Now I don't want that, so I will use another trick, which is going to be like this. So I not make another duplicate from this footage. Okay, so I'm not adding video groups, they are only track layers. Okay, so here are my tracks and here are my layers. So I come to this one in the bottom, okay, and I resize it. That's what I'm going to use for my glow. Okay, so you can be precise with that, something like this. Okay, now I go to filter, because you know that's what's also it's not only the tools and the layers and styles you can apply to your footage, but also filters and the effects. So I go to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. Okay, so I want to add a blur, and here is my glow, it appears there. Okay, something maybe 30 or about. Okay, so this is enough. But here I have another challenge, which is this color. So I come to the mask and mask it a little. But still I want this little light inverse on this area, because also it's inverse on the side of this wall. Also, what would they have there? So I take a soft brush, and the opacity to down to 16, for example. Okay, and I take my white color and I paint something here. Example, down more, here more, and more here also, and of that. Great. So now when I play, you see this glow, I don't have to animate even the glow, it's because it's the same footage, the same scene, the same objects, it's moving with the same objects. So it's really amazing to get things like this. So next, maybe I want to add what else do we add? Okay, so for example, the texture or noise, because we know it's a movie, a video, there must be some cinematic noise. Actually, you cannot animate filters in Photoshop. Maybe I believe, I'm really ambitious that in the next versions there will be stuff like this. So you cannot animate filters. So what we do? So I did I add the noise with the pattern texture. So I go to edit and added a new layer, a new track, and I go to fill. I fill it with any color. Okay, and next I go to put my cursor in here. Okay, and I go to the layer, I double click it to bring the layer style, and I add a pattern overlay. First, let's go to the styles, and I bring the opacity right down because I don't need that opacity. So I don't need that black fill I needed. So now I add my pattern. The pattern going to choose something that looks like texture, maybe something like this, something like a noise, cinematic noise like this one. Okay, next I want to bring the opacity down, of course, and change the blend mode to maybe soft light if it is not too much. Okay, and I hit okay. So this is my noise, but it's need animation. So to animate it, you know, we can animate the size, as I said. So I go down to style and I just click on this button, this watch or this clock, and it's as an anchor point or animation point here. So next I move a frame or 2 frames next, and I go to the my layer again, the same layer. I only change the settings, maybe higher opacity, and I scale it up or down, so something like this. Okay, next I add another point here, so I come back to this one, the first one, I copy it, I move a frame or two, and I add another one. I click, that's too much, I click on this button to add another animation point, and I come to it, and I think I paste. Next one here is going to be this one, etc. So, and then I add a video, so I come to my video, I click on video and add video or new on the track if I'm going to add more than one. So, and I choose this one, Snide Monster, open. I already prepared it, it's too long, but okay, let's play it. Okay, so maybe I scale it from the back and crop it from the beginning also until it fits my set. And that's it, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, and subscribe of course if you like this one. There are more coming